G'day guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be smelting some black sand to recover the gold. Yeah, I'll just show you what I've got in the pot here. This is the black sand I've got. I've accumulated it over a few months, I suppose, a few months of doing a bit of material, mainly material that I got from a mate of mine, and I've been crushing it and panning it, and I've kept all the black sand because there is gold in it. There's very fine gold in here. So yeah, so what I'll do, I'll set this up over here so you can see what I'm doing, and pretty much the same as the last video I did on I'm smelting this black sand. I've got some Chapman flux and borax, and basically all I do, same as before, 1 spoon of the black sand, borax, me Chapman flux, 1 of Chapman flux, and this is just my method. It's not written down or anything. It's just, this is just the way I've done it. I've seen videos of how they do it, and this is I've seen this how they mix it, and this is how they were doing it. Like one sort of scoop, 1 scoop of Chapman's, 1 scoop of the black sand, and yeah. But this time, last time I did it, it was a bit gluggy. It wasn't really thin, and you can get I forget what it's called now. It's basically it's a thinner that you can add to it, but I haven't got it. So I'm going to use my borax as my thinner. So I'm going to add more borax to this. Once I've done all this, once I've measured this out, I will I'll put the rest of that in there. Yeah, I will add a bit of extra borax to this. That's pretty much it. And I'll just stir it all up, mix it all up inside the crucible. And I'm going to add extra borax. The Chapman flux has got 40% borax in it, but I'm going to add extra. As I said on my last smelt that I did of this black sand, it wasn't very runny. I want it really thin, so when you pour it, it all comes out. It all runs out nice and like water. You want it running out like water. So I'll just put a bit of extra borax in there. And it's about 3/4 full, this crucible, so you don't want it too full because it will boil up and bubble over, and you don't want that. Okay, that'll do us. That's heaps. That's a lot more borax than I put in last time anyway. So just mix it all up. You can put it all into a container, mix it up, then pour it into the crucible, but I just do it this way. Seems to do the job. And that's it, guys. And next I'll put it in the furnace. We'll melt it all down, and then I'll pour it into my cone mould. And yeah, and then see if we get a gold button. Okay guys, I'll get back to you when I've got it in the furnace. Okay, we're smelting. Okay guys, that's the pour done. I'll just bring this over in. Give you a closer look at the mould. Now all I've got to do now is wait for that cone mould to cool down, and then I can knock it out, crush up the slag, and hopefully the gold will be in little beads, and then I can melt the beads down into one bead. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll get back to you once once the mould's cooled down. I knocked out the slag. Okay, so it's cooled down a bit. I'll knock it out and see what we get. See if we've got any gold. All the slag looks nice and glassy. That's a good sign. I'll get back to you when I've knocked it out, guys. Okay, there's a little bead. It's gold, and I can see copper in it as well. So it's a little bead of gold and copper. But also in the slag, I hope you can see that, there's a piece of gold there in the slag. So in the bottom of the cone, the slag from the bottom of the cone, I'm going to crush it up. I'll just put it in my dolly pot. I'll crush it up and pan it and see, and the gold I'll get out of it, I'll re-smelt it. Yeah. Okay, I've crushed that material down. This was off the point in that cone mould, so I saw a couple of little pieces of gold in there. So there is, it has, the gold has gone to the bottom of that cone, the cone mould, so it's in here. I checked the glassy slag, the other stuff that broke out, and no, I couldn't see any specks of gold in that. That was all clean slag. So all the gold's in this material here that I've got in the pan. So we'll see what we get. See how much gold I can get out of it, out of this black sand. Doing it this method. Righto. Let's see what we got. I know there's gold in there because I saw at least one decent speck. Oh, there is. Look, you can see it. Alright, so what I'll try and do is I'll try and clean it up the best I can, and then I'll re-smelt it, but I'll be smelting just the gold. There's some other metal there. Looks like lead or silver, that grey sort of material. Now what I might do is I'll put it in a crucible with a bit of borax, melt it down. I'll sacrifice the crucible. I'll just smash it open at the end, and hopefully I've got myself a bead of gold. There could be gold in here as well, that silver material. There could be gold in there as well, or it looks like lead to me. Yeah. Let's clean that out. Yeah, there's some metal in the bottom there. I'll keep all that together. So there's one big flake of gold just there, a sticker, and there's some other little bits of gold up the back. I can see there's one like a little ball bearing, a couple of little ball bearings there. Yeah, and some finer material there. So what I'll do is I'll collect all this up and that other bead that I've got, and I'll put it together and I'll melt it into one bead, see what happens. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, all that fine gold is in this little crucible with some borax. I'll put it in the furnace, melt this down, and then we should get a little bead at the bottom. Okay, that's it. I'll fire it up and we'll melt that down. Okay, hopefully all the gold's melted and it's in a bead at the bottom of that crucible, and then I'll just leave it now to cool, and then I'll crack it open and see if we get a bead. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, let's crack open this crucible. The crucible has got some fine cracks in it anyway, so I'm going to destroy it, but it's not a problem. It would have got thrown away anyway because it's got cracks. I'm not seeing a bead, but I might have to crush it up in the dolly pot. I'll get back to you guys. There it is, a little bead. There, just a little guy, but I'll have to clean him up. I might have to, it looks a bit silver, so I think that might be lead on it, so I might have to Q-pal it, and yeah, I'll clean it up and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I had to crush down that crucible and pan it out, and there was some gold in the actual in the slag in the crucible, so I've got it out and I've re-smelted it in another cut down crucible, and now we'll see what we've got. I should have a bead. So in there, in that slag, there should be a bead of gold in there. We hope. Can't see him. I'll get back to you guys when I crush it up. Well guys, it wasn't a total failure. I had to redo the process a couple of times, as you're aware. Crush up the crucible, pan it out, find the gold, re-melt it with a bit of borax just to clean it up. As it turned out, I ended up with 3 beads, 2 small clean pieces of gold, two small beads, and 1 bigger bead, but the bigger one looks like it's got some other metal mixed in with it. Looks like it might be silver, gold and silver, because it's not real bright yellow. Anyway, I'll just show you. I'll give you a bit of a close up here. The 2 little balls and the bigger one. Let's see if I can get this in there, just without me getting in the shadow, of course. There we are. It's in the light there. Now, you can see the bigger one there in front of my finger. There's two little ones and the bigger one. The 2 little ones are nice and bright and yellow, and the bigger one, he's yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of silver in him. Yeah. Anyway, so the good thing is I've got to show you some gold on this on this video. That's got to be a plus. Nothing else to talk about, guys. That's it. Just did my little smelt on the black sand, and yeah, you can do it. You can get the gold out of it, and that was fine, like real fine gold in that black sand. So rather than throw your black sand away, just smelt it, and you can get a bit more out of it, yeah, by doing that. It's a little bit of a job, bit of a mess around, but if you want that extra little bit, there it is. And what I'll do is I'll put it on the scales and I'll weigh it and just show you the weight of it. But like I said, that bigger bead, it's not pure gold. It looks to me like it's got silver in it. Yeah. Okay guys, cheers. Merry Christmas to you all. That's good. It's really hot today. It's about 30 plus degrees Celsius here. Very warm, warming up. It's going to be a hot Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. What else was I going to say? Oh, I've got to thank Jeff. Jeff, mate, thank you very much for sending me that mineral. The young lady that I sent it to, she's over the moon, mate. Guys, I won't tell you what it is, but all I'll say is it's a very unique mineral. It's only found in Tasmania and a couple other parts of the world, I believe anyway. Yeah, so Jeff was good enough to send me a piece which a young lady asked me about. I'd never heard of this mineral before, and yeah, Jeff sent me a piece across from Tassie, and I gave it to this lady, and she reckoned that was super. I think it's opened up a few doors for me, maybe to sell her some more rocks and stuff. Yeah, so anyway, cheers, thanks for that, Jeff, appreciate it, mate. Thank you to all my subscribers. Nearly at 1,000, guys, nearly at 1,000. Yeah, maybe I'll get there before Christmas. That'll be my Christmas present from all you guys. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for watching my videos, guys. Thanks for subscribing and helping my channel. Take care, be good. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.